Yes, as I mentioned to you, our topic is points. So regarding points, we have data provided by the surveyor, which he collected from the site. We have a project, and for this project, we have the topographic survey data. We have its Excel file, which we will insert into Civil 3D. The question is, how do we insert the Excel file into Civil 3D? All right, even before this question, there's something else. If you are new to Civil 3D, there are some people who already know how to use it. They know some of the basics, but they don't know the professional aspect. They will also go along with us in this, and they'll see their concepts will be clarified. My methods have some easy, smooth techniques, so they'll learn those as well. And even if someone already knows how to do it, they should watch carefully to see how I'm doing it, because if they've been doing it before, maybe their way is more difficult. Definitely the method you're using is probably more difficult, while the one I'm showing is an easier method, inshallah. This way, your concepts will be reinforced, you'll understand it well, and you'll be able to recall it. And for those who don't know it yet, you should pay close attention to what I'm showing. First of all, I'm going to give you an introduction to Civil 3D. In Civil 3D, you can see this interface in front of you. The first thing you see here is the Civil 3D title bar, which officially is the first bar you see when you open any software, the title bar. The second bar is the menu bar, where you have options like file, view, insert, general, survey, point, survey. These are different features. Similarly, the third bar in Civil 3D language is called the standard panel. The standard panel includes options like home, insert, modify, analyze, view, manage, and different tabs. We will discuss each of these one by one in our different classes according to the requirements of each lecture. Now, what you see here is the drawing bar. Any drawing you open will appear here. If you have saved a drawing by name, its name will be shown here. All the drawings you open, regardless of type, will be listed here. This is the drawing bar. After that, you can see something called tool space. This entire sidebar on the left is what we call tool space. Where does it open from? It opens from here, where you see this hammer and wrench icon, the hammer and the wrench. You will click on X button. There's an icon for it. You can also call it the settings button. But in Civil 3D terminology, this button is called the tool space. All right. Now, what different things are there in tool? There are 4 points or 4 tabs. Number 1, prospector. Number 2, settings. Number 3, survey. And number 4, toolbox. These 4 tabs are also called palettes. In Civil 3D language, they are called palettes. All right. At first, you can simply use the word palette for them. So this is palette number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Now, each palette contains different categories. All right. The first one is points, then point groups, surfaces, alignments, feature lines, sites, turnouts, crossovers, catchments, pipe networks, pressure networks, bridges, corridors, assemblies, sub-assemblies, intersections, survey, and so on. Now we will discuss these things one by one according to our requirements and the topics that come up in our lectures. Whatever is used from these, we will discuss each one in our upcoming classes. All right. Right now, I'm just giving you an introduction. You might already know about the top section, and now it should be even clearer to you what everything is called and what things are included. In the standard panel, all the commands you use have their buttons here. All the commands used in Civil 3D have their buttons in the standard panel, and those same buttons are also available here in the sidebar. For example, if you look here in home, there is points. So here you have points as well. All right. If you click on it, you will find groups and other things further ahead. If you go to groups, you will also find surfaces here. See, this is surface, and here as well you have surface. So what this means is that the buttons are available in the standard panel above, and you can also perform the same actions from here, from the sidebar. But when and from where you should perform which command, we will keep telling you in the classes as per the requirement and topic. Now let me continue with the introduction of the interface. We have seen the tool space sidebar. After that, you will see if you want to study something, you will get the answer to that as you study it further. They are telling you about import points, explaining that you can import points from here, from this box that you see here, how to do it. Then it tells you to select this button here, the plus button, which is called add files. Click on it and then go to the location where you have saved the file that the surveyor provided you. The surveyor went to the site, conducted a topographic survey, and gave you a file in Excel format. Here is that Excel file. So wherever you have saved it, go to that folder from here and select it by double clicking on it. Click to open it. Now, here it is telling you that the file you have inserted has been uploaded here inside this tab within this window. The green tick mark means it has been uploaded. If it hasn't uploaded, a cross will appear here. Number 1, number 2, then we'll move forward. Here it is asking you to specify the point file format, meaning what is the format of your file. There are different formats available here in Civil 3D's bulletin. The format we mostly use is PNEZD for Malesori. A student is requesting access. Let me grant it to them. So PNEZD. P stands for point, N for northing, E for easting, Z for point elevation. Okay, that's what this format means. Its abbreviation is PNEZD. And mostly when we insert survey data to an Excel file, we use this format, the PNEZD format, and comma delimited. There is also space, delimited, and other different formats. See, there are different formats. So the one we will use, we will look at all of them one by one. So, but now we are using the PNEZD format. So you need to come here and press P. And this particular format will clearly and distinctly appear in front of you. Select it, and then let's read further what it precisely says. It says that the format you have selected, this is showing you a comprehensive preview of your Excel file. This preview you are seeing, 1, 2, 3, this is the actual data you have in your Excel file, and it is clearly showing you that data here. Okay. Point number 1, 2, 3, it says this is easting, this is northing, and this is point elevation. According to the specific format you have applied, the preview is displayed accordingly. Now let's read the very next part. It says add points to point group. They are asking us something, we told it something, and now it is telling us something. So this is a very simple and straightforward process. When you do it with understanding, after understanding and practicing it thoroughly, it will feel very easy to you, like a piece of cake, and the entire process will seem very easy. Okay. But if you don't practice it and don't understand it, you just open something, don't even look at it, don't read it, just think, oh, how did sir do it? Sir went to the second option. Okay, you selected the second option, then the whole format changes. So if you work by rote like this, it won't work. Work with understanding, read and understand, then you'll truly enjoy working and performing as well. Let's move to the next important step. I'm reading it now. It's asking add points to point group. I'll check this, click on it, and now this button is on. If I turn it off, the button is off. When I click it, the button turns on. I'll click on it, and here I'll give it a name OGL, because this is my existing ground data, and all the topography data is from the original ground level. So I've named it OGL, and the group name will also be the same as what I set here. I'll click OK, and here it appears. There's no need to check or uncheck these two. Just leave them as they are and click OK. When you click OK, the data from your Excel file is now imported into Civil 3D, and this is how you can view it. By using the Z enter command, press Z enter, all the data from your Excel file is now here in Civil 3D. This completes your first topic. You have successfully inserted the points and the survey data, the topographic survey data into Civil 3D. Now the second topic, or you could call it the second lecture, is this data readable? Can you understand what word is written, what it is? It's unreadable, you can't read it, it's all overlapping. Now you need to make it presentable and remove the overlapping. For that, we'll come here to tool space. As I mentioned in the introduction, that Whatever tasks we perform, we can do them from here as well. So it's easier to do it from here as I'm doing now. You can do the same work from the tools sidebar. So I'll click here at this place point group. All my points are here, and I had created a group when I was inserting them. And where is that group? Sorry, I haven't set up automatic access, which is why this is happening. We will enable automatic access at a later, more appropriate time. Unfortunately, we are unable to implement it right from the very beginning due to certain existing restrictions and specific limitations that are currently in place, which is precisely why I am compelled to continuously and repeatedly grant access manually on an ongoing basis. We'll set up automatic access after 2 or 3 days so that there are no disturbances during the meeting. But as I was just saying, a primary question is how exactly do we change this? How do we make it presentable and readable? How do we change the point style? How do we change the label of these points? For that, we'll come here to the tool sidebar. Here you'll see the group we created, OGIL. Right click on it and you'll see different options appear. Don't go to any of them except the first one, click on properties. A new box will open for you and here you'll see different tabs. Point group, raw, description matching, including, etc. Don't go to any of these for now. We'll look at everything one by one, but for now, our focus is on the information tab. So if you open this box and these options appear, go directly to information because that's where we need to work right now, information. When we look in the information tab, what do we see written here? Default styles, these are the styles that are built into Civil 3D. You can also create a new style with your own name or your project's name, but for now I'm going with the basic one, which is Civil 3D's built-in style. Here is basic, and this is its settings button. This is the style. And this setting here is for the point style, which I mentioned to you earlier. These red marks you see are all points. So the settings we are about to adjust are for the point style. When you click the edit button, another box will open up. Here you will see different options: information marker, 3D geometry, display. We don't need to go anywhere else. Our work is with the marker tab. Here you have different buttons for the marker. You can see the preview where I'm moving the cursor. That's the preview. There's a cross mark showing, right? If you want to change it to a circle, just click the circle button and you'll see the style changes to a circle. And this will be the basic point. The point style is something that's used everywhere, right? So I've set the point style. Now I want to make its size smaller because it's already quite large. I'll set it to 0.25 and that's all you need to do in this window. You can choose any of these bottom options. You can select this one or that one, like I just selected this one. If you want to remove the box, you can do that too. So I'll use the one I've just set and I've made it size smaller from here. Once that's done, I'll click OK. That's all the setting you need to do for the point style. Now, I need to set the point label style. For that, just like I click the edit button for the point style settings, I'll click the edit button for this as well. And another box will open up. In this box, you'll also see different tabs: information, general, layout, drag status, and summary. Your work is in the layout tab. You don't need to do anything in the others, at least for now, since you're just starting out. So for now, just stay where the work is needed. So what will happen? You'll understand this much better and more thoroughly if you don't attempt to experiment or make changes independently within the general tab on your own. This is crucial because if you do try to modify settings or explore without guidance, there's a high probability that things might get significantly messed up, leading to unexpected and potentially undesirable outcomes for your project or settings. Therefore, it is far better and highly recommended to simply perform the steps exactly as they are being meticulously taught to you, following each instruction precisely. Once you become accustomed to these specific procedures and gain a comprehensive understanding of how they function and interact, you will then possess the knowledge to fully comprehend how everything operates within the system. After that, we will guide you and show you precisely where else you might need to work or apply these principles. For the present moment, we are exclusively explaining the functionalities and features of the layout tab. So if you direct your attention and look carefully here within the layout tab, you will distinctly see the option labeled text, right? And specifically under the text section, what exactly do you observe? You will find a setting for text height. The very first thing we immediately noticed when we began working was that our current text appeared quite large and disproportionate, making it necessary to adjust its size. Consequently, we will proceed to make it considerably smaller to achieve a more appropriate and aesthetically pleasing appearance. Now, how exactly do we accomplish this adjustment? Please look closely here, precisely where the arrow is currently moving on your screen. Observe what is clearly written and displayed there. You can confidently show this adjusted text to anyone, and they will be able to read it effortlessly and without any difficulty. There is absolutely no overlap between characters or lines, or perhaps just a very minimal amount that does not impede readability, ensuring that the text remains perfectly clear and legible for everyone. It should be readable. There can be further settings for this as well, but we'll get to those gradually, one by one. Here we've covered two topics. The first topic is how to import topography survey data and Excel file you receive through a surveyor, a client, or the municipality from anywhere into Civil 3D. Number two, how to set, adjust, and make it readable and presentable. These things will be made clear here. Now we have covered two topics, two lectures. Lecture number three. Lecture number three is that you must have often seen, especially if you are working with municipalities, whether in Pakistan, India, any country, the UAE, or Gulf countries, that whenever you work in any company, whether small or large, those companies are linked with municipalities. Municipalities approve your work, and only then can you work on site. You get different NOCs, design NOC, construction NOC, concept design NOC. You can only start your work after obtaining these knocks. Otherwise, you cannot proceed. This is exactly how it works in Gulf countries. All right. So tell me, who exactly do you have to work with? With municipalities. Now, there are different types of municipalities, and each has its own requirements and demands. Suppose, for example, a municipality asks you to provide a file with geolocation, and they want the file in Civil 3D. If you don't know how to use Civil 3D, you'll be left wondering what is geolocation. Anyway, and then how do we get it in Civil 3D? We're going to give you the answer to that. What do you need to do? You need to open a new file in Civil 3D. For example, if I click here, a new file will open. All right. Most of you do it like this. You come here to this place, then you click on new here, and then you see this, right? It looks like this, doesn't it? Then you click on this, and then you click here. How many steps did you take to open a new file? You took 5 steps to open a new file. And now I'll do the same thing in just one step click, and the new file is open. That's it. You need to make your work as short and efficient as possible so that you can save time and get more done. All right. And this is exactly what gets noticed in your interview. And if you're working somewhere, people will observe how fast you are, how quickly you get things done. This becomes a plus point for you. All right. Let's get back to my topic. I've opened a new file, and here I need to add geolocation. Geolocation means bringing in Google Maps, Google Earth, or Civil 3D. So how do we do that? There's a command for this, MAPC. Everything is being recorded, so there's no need to write anything down right now. The recording is on. You can watch the video later and then write things down or make your own notes, do whatever you need to do. But for now, just focus on what I'm telling you and explaining. You already know the command. The full command is map assign, and its shortcut is MAPC. You'll type this in the command bar and press enter. When you press enter, an interface like this will appear. In this same interface, inside the search bar, you need to type UTMAT4 just like this. UTMAT4 without any spaces, -40N. This is a unit system code for the UAE, which we use here when working, whether for Google Earth or for setting geolocation. We use this code for that purpose. Every country has its own code set. For each country, like Pakistan, we will tell you the code one by one. We will also send you a complete list in the group. But since I am currently in the UAE, I will only tell you the UAE code for this training, UTMAT4 to 40N. When you enter this code, you will see two options. You need to click on the first option, double click on it. From here, you will see that the geolocation tab will be enabled for you. Click on it and then come here to the map. The map hasn't appeared yet. Why? Because it's turned off from here. You will click on it and then click on ESRI imagery. Now, the entire map of the UAE has been loaded here in Civil 3D. Go to whichever location you want and check it out. See, the whole UAE is here. Okay, this is Abu Dhabi. All of this is Abu Dhabi. And if you come to this area, this is all Dubai. Look, this is Atlantis. Okay, so what do you have here now? The map has appeared. And where is this requirement needed? When engaging in collaborative projects with various municipalities, a common and frequently encountered scenario is their specific request for project data to be provided in a precise geolocation format. This is a standard operational procedure for many local government bodies, as it allows them to integrate your project information seamlessly into their existing geographical information systems or GIS. They might articulate this requirement in several ways, often stating we need you to supply the project details in a recognized geolocation format. Alternatively, and quite frequently, they might use more specific terminology, directly asking, could you please provide us with the KMZ file? This particular file type KMZ is a compressed version of a KML keyhole markup language file, which is widely used for displaying geographic data in applications like Google Earth. The municipal authorities, in their capacity as project stakeholders and regulators, possess the prerogative to stipulate that you must furnish a KMZ file as part of your submission. This is typically because it simplifies their review process, enables accurate spatial analysis, and facilitates public record keeping. Given this common and often mandatory requirement, a crucial question arises for project developers and engineers. So, how exactly will you go about creating that KMZ file to meet their specifications and ensure compliance with municipal guidelines? This involves understanding the necessary data inputs, the appropriate software tools, and the steps required to accurately convert your project data into the specified geographic format, ensuring all spatial attributes are correctly represented and easily accessible for the municipality's use. There are different methods for this. You can also use other software to create it, but the method in Civil 3D is extremely easy. The one you make in Civil 3D just requires a little bit of setting. If you follow 3 to 4 steps, your KMZ file will be ready. How do you do it? That's what I'm about to explain to you. So please pay attention and understand. For this, the very first thing you need to do, as I showed you in the last lecture, is to set the geolocation using Google Maps in Civil 3D. That's the first exercise for creating a KMZ file. And I'm telling you about this first exercise. So first of all, you need to set the geolocation with Google Maps. Once you've done that, it will appear in front of you and you'll see the view. Where is the geolocation Google Map? Inside the Civil 3D file, after setting it up, what do you need to do next? Suppose you have a project. Let's say I have a project and I'm about to open it. I'll open this project and bring it into Civil 3D. And from there, I'll prepare its KMZ file. How will I do that? Now, this will be performed in front of you. Just watch. I have this project here. This is the project I designed. It's in Al Quain, which is a state in the UAE. Here it is. I designed the whole thing and also worked on it. So what do I need to do now? I need to take it over there. But before taking it, what do you need to do? Before taking it over, what you'll do is add the command flatten, F-L-A-T-T-E, anti-flatten. Press enter and select all the objects. What will this do? The meaning of the flatten command is that if your drawing objects are at any level, whether they are 2 meters up, 10 meters, 100 meters, 1,000 meters, or 1 meter, then all your objects, whether they are lines, points, blocks, dimensions, anything at all, whatever is in your drawing objects, all of them will be brought down to 0 level. That's what this command does, the flatten command. All right. Now, all of them have come down to a complete 0 level and they've been thoroughly flattened. This process has unequivocally confirmed that all the vertices, however numerous they might have been initially, have now all been successfully converted to a precise 0 level, just as all the associated objects have also been transformed. Once you have meticulously completed this crucial step, what you will then proceed to do is carefully select all these transformed objects in this particular manner, then utilize the familiar Ctrl+C keyboard shortcut for the copy command, and subsequently return to Civil 3D, because it is absolutely essential that you continue your work within the Civil 3D environment for the next stages of this project. I have now returned to this specific interface, and right here, you will find the prominent edit menu. I will proceed to click on it, and then from the drop-down options, I will click on paste to original coordinates. When I execute this click, those specific points, those very objects that we just copied will immediately and precisely appear here within the Civil 3D workspace. You can clearly observe that all the objects have indeed arrived here at this designated location. This is the very project we diligently worked on previously, and you can also distinctly see the original view of the site. This particular site has already undergone a comprehensive consultation process. I believe this specific project dates back approximately 10 years. The site has in fact already been thoroughly consulted and analyzed. Furthermore, we will also provide you with its corresponding file. For every single class we conduct, whatever essential files are needed to comprehensively support your practical application and understanding, we will ensure that we send all of them directly to you. That is unequivocally our responsibility and commitment to your learning. So your primary focus simply needs to be on understanding precisely how this entire process is unfolding and being executed. You will receive all the necessary data, all the relevant material. You just need to grasp the methodology of how to perform it. And that is exactly what we are meticulously explaining to you in detail. That is the fundamental purpose and objective of this live class session. Now, what will be your very next step in this sequence? Once you have successfully pasted the data here into the Civil 3D environment, immediately after that, you will need to navigate to the Tools section located on the sidebar. As I previously informed you, there are 4 distinct palettes available here. You specifically need to proceed to the Toolbox palette, which is conveniently the last palette in the list. Here, you will clearly see Miscellaneous Utilities written as the third available option. Click the plus button situated right next to it to expand its contents, and then you will discover Export KML. Click the plus button next to that as well, and you will then be presented with the Export KML option itself. This is the precise option that we will be utilizing for our current task. Right click on it and then proceed to execute it. When you execute it,